What is up, my little pretties? It's your mistress, Lioness here, and today we are going to do a movie review on a clown movie called Mr. Jingles. Oh my god. I've got a lot to say about this, and that is mainly the negatives. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I did not like this movie, and I am gonna, explain that. But this is a sequel to Serial Insane Clown Killer. I should have reviewed that first, but that's just a garbage movie, so I will be reviewing that one eventually. But, you know, I've actually seen, this movie a long time ago. I think I was in, maybe it was 15 or 16 when I watched this, and I thought it was good. But now, looking back at it, it's garbage. It's absolute garbage, people. Like, it truly is. Before I, start trashing this movie, I'm going to be giving you guys a brief description of what Mr. Jingles is. Now, I'm just going to warn you now, I am going to be pretty much spoiling everything about Mr. Jingles. So, if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend you click off this video and go watch something else if you don't want me to spoil it. But if you don't want to see this movie, that's fine. I'll just tell you the plot anyway if you want. With that being said, let's get started. Now, basically, the story involves a man who ends up going to prison for a crime that he did not commit. So, in due time, he escapes from prison dressed up as a clown, Mr. Jingles, and he starts going after people, well, the people that, accused him for something he didn't do. He stalks a young girl named Angie, and he basically kills her family, but not Angie. As he was going to do that, he's eventually killed by the police. And, yeah, so that's what happened when Angie was younger. Many years later, Angie's all grown up with her friends, and one of her friends ends up getting killed, and they basically have a feeling that Mr. Jingles is back. So basically, they're trying to, hold up longer with Mr. Jingles. But it turns out Mr. Jingles has pretty much killed, most of Angie's friends with axes and stuff like that. So, yeah. And then there's like the ending. I'm sorry I'm going to spoil this, but I can definitely say now that what happens in the ending is Angie has like a final confrontation with Mr. Jingles. But however, when the cops get here, we see Angie holding, two axes. And what really ruins it is, and it's a plot twist kind of, is Angie was not being stalked by Mr. Jingles. Angie is Mr. Jingles. Like, she's the one who killed all of her friends and stuff like that. So, the end of the movie, this person, tells the cops that he's taking them somewhere safe. And as soon as he does that, at the end of the movie, I've not seen the movie, but I did hear this part from a couple reviews that I've watched, and they said it was bad. And we see, Mr. Jingles coming out and says, "Oh, I'm back!" And that's basically what the movie is. Now, what did I think of Mr. Jingles? It is crap. This movie was so crappy. It's disappointing in its own matter ways. Now, I could definitely say the acting can be excused, even though this is an independent film. I can excuse the acting. Like, the acting itself was actually good. But the clown thing has been used over and over and over again, I could definitely say and see why people don't like this movie, I could definitely say right now that It Chapter 1 and 2 are the remake, and the one with Tim Curry is 1,000 times better than this movie. This movie was crap. It was garbage. Like, I could definitely say, the plot thing with the clown is all the same. Even though, there was parts of this movie that is trying to be funny. Like, I don't expect, these clown movies that go and kill people funny. Like, I could definitely say right now that the gore in this movie is pretty much a gore fest. It's what you expect. Like, the gore, I could kind of excuse the gore. But the thing about the clown, going around killing people has been done numerous times and it's just repeating the same thing over and over and over again. But this movie does not follow the same plot as Serial Insane Clown Killer did, which that's kind of like a plus, but it's still garbage. This movie is still garbage. Now, why did I watch this movie? Well, I just wanted to see how crap it is. And it is garbage. It's like very flippin' garbage. Bitch. Oh my god. Why can't anybody, come up with something relatively decent? If you're gonna have a clown, killing people or something, try to come up with something a little original that people would really like. Not just sit there. If you're gonna use something that has been done many times before, and it's unavoidable, make it in a sense that people would want to sit there and watch. Try to do that. I'm just trying to give an advice to people, whoever are directors or people who are going to become directors. And if they're going to use a clown in a horror movie, they need to come up with something that is a little bit original, original, and something that can be more understanding for people to sit there and watch. This movie could have been something decent, but unfortunately that's not the case. I don't understand why this movie is there, but I could definitely say this movie is just, it's just garbage. I'm going to be completely honest. It's garbage. Like, there's nothing good about this movie. Like, it's garbage. There's nothing good about this. Now, the plot line is just, it could have been decent, but it's just garbage. Mainly the plot, there's nothing good about it. The storyline is just garbage. Concept is okay. The actors are okay, I could definitely say that, and the acting was good. But this movie is just not that great. It's not great as, It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 are, and even the Tim Curry movie. I could definitely say those movies were 1,000 times better than this movie, but, despite that, this movie is just not good. I really am saying right now, this movie was just not good, very horrible. Oh my god. I don't understand why this movie, is so popular. Like, I don't understand why this movie is just very popular in this case. Like, I don't understand why. Why did they end up coming up with this movie? Could have been decent in a way, but it didn't. And that's something that's disappointing. This movie was just a big disappointment. I thought it was going to be better than Serial Insane Clown Killer, but that's not the case with this movie. And it's just really bad. I know I'm kind of a little bit of ranting, but it's more of a reveal than a rant. But that's just basically from what I'm seeing. Now, to wrap up this review, this movie, I wouldn't see it if I were you, if you don't want to, lose a bunch of brain cells like I did watching this piece of garbage movie. Now, to the people who like this movie, if you like this movie, I understand and I respect your opinion, but please respect my opinion on this movie. Now, if you don't like this movie, that's fine too. I can definitely respect people's opinions. I'm going to say right now that this is simply my own personal opinion, and if you disagree with me, that is fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to this movie. This is simply my own personal thoughts. Okay. My final rating of this movie would have to be a 2 out of 10. It's only getting a 2 because the acting was good. Was decent. Well, it was decent, good acting. The acting is decent. I could definitely say that. The concept's okay. And it could have had potential. That is why I'm giving it a 2 out of 10. Is that this movie did have a potential of being better than Serial Insane Clown Killer. But unfortunately, that's not the case with this movie, as it's repeating the same thing that all the other clown horror movies have done. And I'm sorry, but it's just the honest truth. Now, with that said, I'm going to say right now, if you like this movie, that's fine. If you don't like this movie, that's fine too. But please respect my opinion and rating. Now, with that said, what did you all think about this movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Also, what would you have done personally to help make this movie a lot better? Leave me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I'm the Shadow Lioness. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you're brand new here to this channel, be sure you like, comment, subscribe because I make brand new videos every single day. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you guys will get notified to my next upload. And with that said, I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace out, and I'll see you later.